Alright, so we've got the triangle midsegment theorem now, and that's what your learning target is I can prove and use properties of triangle midsegment. So we're going to talk about that important theorem here in a second. So let's first define what a midsegment of a triangle actually is, and what that is it's a line segment that connects the midpoints. It connects the midpoints of two sides of a triangle, okay? So a midsegment triangle, or a midsegment of a triangle, is like right here we've got QP, that's the midpoint, X is the midpoint of QP, and Y is the midpoint of QR. So XY, that line right there, is the midsegment of a triangle. It connects the two midpoints of those two lines, okay? The three midsegments of a triangle, all three of these connect to form what is called the midsegment triangle, okay? So XYZ would be considered the midsegment triangle. Now, as far as the theorem goes, the triangle midsegment theorem says that a midsegment of a triangle, okay, so that's one of these again, is parallel to a side of the triangle. So that's what that's saying is XY connecting those midpoints is going to be parallel to PR. That's just something that it's a theorem, so it is proven true. And so the second thing that we can also say with the triangle midsegment theorem is that the distance of the midsegment, XY here, is half the length of the original side. So what we'd be looking at here is XY is half the length of PR, or YZ is half the length of QP. Or again, the last one, XZ is half the length of QR. Okay, that's what the triangle midsegment theorem says and what that means. And so what we're going to do is we're going to use that information to help us solve some problems. So the key concept here is in order to solve problems using the triangle midsegment theorem, the first thing you need to do is identify the side or angle you are trying to find. If you are trying to find a side, find the side that is parallel to that side you are trying to solve for. And if you're trying to solve for a missing angle, use the alternate interior angles. We're creating a bunch of transversals in here, so we can use the alternate interior angles here to find the degree of an angle known. Okay. All right. For example 1 here, we're going to use what we know about the triangle midsegment theorem to solve these problems, and it says to find each measure using the figure below. Okay. So we're trying to first find the length of BD. Okay, and if we're trying to find the length of BD, we know that is going to equal half of the length of the side that's parallel to it. Okay, so BD is parallel to AE, so we know that BD is going to be half of whatever AE is. Okay, so all we have to do then is plug in some numbers here. BD is equal to 1/2 times AE, which is 17. And if we solve that, 1/2 times 17 is 8.5. That means the length of BD has to be 8.5 units, or whatever that actual measurement would be. Now, if we're trying to find an angle, it says try to find the measure of angle CBD. That's CBD. It's this angle right here. What we can do is we can create a transversal from that, and then use that because we have parallel lines. So then we know alternate interior angles would consider those equal. Okay, and we know that angle BDF is 26 degrees. So if we extend these lines here, extend the lines a little bit, we can see that these are alternate interior angles here, so that this being 26 degrees means that angle CBD also has to equal 26 degrees. Okay, that's all you have to do for trying to solve those types of problems. Example 2 says that in an A-frame support, that's a lot of the times you'll see that in a building or a house, the distance PQ, so that's this distance right through here. Distance PQ is 46 inches. What is the length of the support ST if S and T are the midpoints of the side? So we know that line ST is going to be equal to half of PQ based on the triangle midsegment theorem. Okay, so if we go ahead and plug in some values here for PQ, which is 46, and we solve 46 times 1/2 means that ST has to equal 23 inches. Okay, that's how you can use the triangle midsegment theorem to help you solve some problems. All right, take luck.